Hello everyone, and welcome back for some more wildlife watching. Well, as you can see, I'm not in my garden today. I've actually popped out to my local country park, and I'm here on the trail of a very common bird. Now, you might think that's a bit strange. Why would I come all this way to see a bird that I can see easily in my own garden? Well, the reason is, this bird might be common, but when it comes down here, it does something pretty spectacular. So, the bird I've come down here to see is a starling. Now, you might see those in your garden, and they're okay. Quite a nice bird to see, but they're not the most exciting of birds. However, when they come down here, at this time of day, they do something quite exciting. So it's getting on late afternoon now, it'll soon be dark. But just before it gets dark, the starlings will start to fly in here overhead, and they'll go down there into the reed bed where they'll sleep for the night. Now, if they went straight in there, oh, there's a noisy jay trying to... Be quiet, Jay, I'm trying to do a film here. I think he's finished now. Everyone's a critic, aren't they? If the starlings came in here and just one at a time went straight into the reed bed, then actually it'd be quite easy for predators like sparrowhawks to catch them. So instead of doing that, the first ones that fly in, they just sort of circle round and round the reed bed. And then when the next group come in, they join that group, and then more come in and more come in. And eventually you get up to thousands and thousands of birds swirling around above the reed bed, and they make all sorts of incredible patterns, and that is called a murmuration. And so why do they do it? Well, it's to confuse the predators, because if a sparrowhawk tries to attack them now, it's faced with a swirling mass of birds, and it finds it really difficult to pick one out, and all the shapes and movement confuse it. So the birds are much safer. So after they've done that for a while, and they've built up a really big flock of birds, and then I never know how they decide to do this, but at one moment they just suddenly decide to all pour into the reed bed at once, and then they'll be safe in the reeds for the night. Now I have to say, when I've watched these in the past, it's that moment that seems to be the most dangerous, because I've seen sparrowhawks try and attack just at the second that those birds go in. So it's this real balance between the starlings waiting as long as they can, the sparrowhawks waiting as long as they can, who's going to blink first. It's all very dramatic. Now, it isn't guaranteed either, because this is wildlife we're talking about. And they do come here quite a lot, but they don't come every single night, because they don't want to be predictable. If they come here all the time, all the predators will realise that it's a good place to catch something. So the starlings don't fall into that trap. Sometimes they come in big numbers, sometimes they come in small numbers, sometimes they don't come at all, they find different places. So tonight, we need a bit of luck first, and secondly, we're not going to see much from down here. So I need to take myself up there and see if I can find a little bit of higher ground where I get a better view, and hopefully we'll be able to see a starling murmuration. Well, as you can see, as is often the case when I'm out watching wildlife, I got a bit distracted on the way to see the starlings. I found this pretty incredible fungi down here. It really seems to glow in this dark floor. Pretty cool, eh? Well, it's getting a bit darker now, so if I don't want to miss this murmuration, I better get going. So, I'm at the right spot now. Reed bed down there behind me. But it looks like I might have bit of time to wait before it gets dark enough for the starlings. So there might be something interesting to look at while we wait. So a quick look on there now. Oh, that's be quite a lot of tufted ducks and great crested grebes down there.
No, he won't have had it. He certainly had 2 shots. He won't have had them. Dave?
Yeah, so not bad. Hopefully we can see some other interesting things while we wait. And hopefully it'll get dark enough for the starlings to come in. That's a good night. So let's hope we're going to be lucky.
I was trying to find out how Greg is actually.
First little group here.
Whoa. Whoa.
A few more coming in here. Wow. Oh. A few more people with me as well. Here we go. I didn't think about it. Quite a few thousand now. Some are going in there. Here they go. Look at that. Some more going in. Wow. Look at that. Pouring in there. Even more coming in. All in there in the reeds somewhere. Noise. Yeah, listen to that noise. Well, that was pretty amazing, wasn't it? As you can see, it's getting quite dark now. But I can still hear the starlings all in the reeds there, making a right old noise. Well, I think, oh, here's some Canada geese coming over as well. You can hear those. Just flying onto the lake. Well, I think tonight we can safely say it was Starlings 1, Sparrowhawks 0 tonight. Did see a couple of Sparrowhawks around, but all the Starlings got in pretty safely, I think, tonight. Well, I can hear a tawny owl hooting now, so I think that probably means it's time for me to go before I get locked in the car park, I think. So I shall see you in the next wildlife video.